The Queen celebrates the 70th anniversary of her accession to the throne and says she'd like her daughter-in-law, Camilla, to become Queen consort.
It indicates not least that the Queen is now thinking about what happens after the end of her reign, and of course it settles one of the big unresolved issues about Charles's reign. What will Camilla be known as?
Moroccan officials say a 5-year-old boy who spent 4 days trapped down a well has died. Hoping to steady the ship, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson adds new recruits to his inner circle at Downing Street. And the UK firms up tougher laws that will force global social media companies to take down harmful content more quickly. Hundreds of people in Rio de Janeiro have demonstrated next to a seafront kiosk where a Congolese migrant was murdered last month. Moise Kabagambe, who worked at the kiosk, was tied up and beaten to death after complaining about unpaid wages. His ordeal was captured by a security camera. Demonstrators called for a full investigation and the arrests of everyone involved. The American military says an attack that killed more than 180 people in Afghanistan last August was the work of a single suicide bomber. A Pentagon investigation found the explosion at Kabul airport could not have been prevented.
The authorities in the Mexican state of Zacatecas are investigating the murder of 16 people whose deaths are thought to be linked to an intensifying struggle between drugs gangs. 10 of the bodies were found dumped in a street in the city of Fresnillo with messages attached to them. And authorities in Peru have authorized the Spanish company Repsol to reopen a refinery that closed after a huge oil spill. Operations at the facility, which provides 40% of Peru's petrol and diesel, will resume for 10 days to ease fuel shortages. The refinery shut after more than 10,000 barrels of oil being unloaded from a tanker leaked into the sea. Now, a powerful storm has struck Madagascar, the second in 2 weeks. Cyclone Batsirai has winds of about 180 kilometers an hour and more floods and landslides are expected. Aid agencies have set up emergency shelters where there are fears of significant and widespread damage to homes.